been a good year for Silverstone. It's managed to keep the Grand Prix, and this weekend it's hosting tens of thousands of motorbike fans for the MotoGP World Championship.
So all of that is good news for Silverstone and good news for the local economy. Lots of those fans will spend the weekend under canvas. James Burridge. There's at one campsite now on a nice bike as well, James.
Hello there, Stuart. Yes, welcome to, well, not so sunny Silverstone, but it hasn't deterred the plenty of bikers making their way here this weekend. An event which, as you say, just like Formula One, has come from Donington. So for the event here, it's really helped local businesses, something which we've seen firsthand. Rocket Ron Haslam, a former world champion, has been getting plenty of punters through his racing school.
He might be a small man in leathers, but Ron Haslam has achieved big things on two wheels. These days he helps bikers experience the thrill of riding on the track.
And I hope you all have a nice day and enjoy it.
Silverstone's gain is Donington's loss. Ron's just moved his race school to Northamptonshire, now the home of the world's biggest bike races, including this weekend's MotoGP.
It's just as good as for a bike as it is for a car. You know, the designing of it, it's got no real silly chicanes or things like that in it to slow it down. Everything's nice and flowing, plenty of runoff. Yeah, I can't see a bad point at the moment with it.
Haslam bears the scars of a career in the fast lane. He's a true racer, winning 3 world titles and an Isle of Man TT champion. So a man worth listening to.
So Ron, for all the guys and girls that take part in the track days, what's the classic thing that they do wrong and how can you put it right?
When you're actually going around the corner, they sort of hang off in that style, which puts more weight on the arms and it all gets bent. The best way is to put your leg out, lightly looking over your shoulder. That leg completely holds on the tank and then just reach back to the bars.
Ron, who raced in MotoGP, still oozes class on the track. His most famous rival was the flamboyant and forthcoming Barry Sheen.
I've got to say, he gave me some good advice. At the time, I didn't think it was. I thought he was just trying to put me off or whatever. But looking back, no, it was a good lad.
Definitely a legend. It was nice to see him at the day, actually. I didn't expect to see him.
It's really good. When I go back to the office, everybody's normally impressed with it. I normally have my picture taken with him as well, so that always helps.
At Ron's famous race school, riders of all ages open the throttle, learning to ride fast and safe with the help of a legend, Rocket Ron. Jonathan Park, BBC Look East, Silverstone.
Well, from motorsport to tennis now, and the head of British women's tennis has told Look East that he's fed up with all the tedious comments made about this time of year. And for the first time in Wimbledon's 133-year history, there's not going to be a single English men's player in the tournament next week. There will be 5 British women's players, led, of course, by our very own Elena Baltacha. At Eastbourne this week, the Sussex sun has been warming the hearts of British tennis fans, hoping for a change in the forecast. For years, we've got used to seeing British women flop on the grass courts of Wimbledon. But now there's a new breed blowing in, led by Suffolk's very own Elena Baltacha.
This year particularly, the one outstanding characteristic seemed to be she was a bit more aggressive and a bit more positive, maybe even a bit fitter too.
We're well impressed with the British girls anyway, so I think good luck to them. I hope they go on.
It's midday at the Aegon Championships and time for Elena to practice. She gets half an hour to hone her grass court skills ahead of her third-round clash against the world number 24, Zheng Qi of China.
This year it feels completely different because I feel like I've improved so much and I've picked up a lot of points and I've done well through the year that I don't feel as pressurised to pick up points at Wimbledon or the rest of the grass season.
What a wonderful year she's had in terms of not just beating some very, very good players, but her rise up the rankings, and she's now playing with the world's best week in, week out.
How do you counter the criticism that you normally get this time every year?
Well, to be honest with you, it is a little deflating. I do feel that it would be nice if everybody got behind our players a little more, but of course they've got to produce the results first.
As the clock ticks by, Elena finally gets on court. And from the off, she means business, taking the first set 6-2. And whilst losing the second, improves immeasurably in the third to record one of her biggest scalps of the season. So come on then, how far do you think you can go at Wimbledon this year?
It all depends on the draw. If you get Serena first round, then you're kind of a bit stuck there. But if the draw's nice to me and I perform well, then I think I can do pretty well.
Well, she's got a good draw. She's up against the world number 77, Pedra Martic of Croatia. So best of luck to Elena next week. If you're interested in the MotoGP, it's on here, BBC 2, 1 o'clock. And for now, though, there's something slightly more of everyone's attention.
Yes,
I should think
we're thinking about that
reminding.
too. Just about 40 minutes to go before kick-off in Cape Town. England play their latest World Cup game against Algeria.
Where are you watching? At home? In a pub? Now, as is often the case, World Cup Mike has found his way to a restaurant. It's Algerian and it's in Cambridge.
Hello, Stuart. It's really quiet in here. Welcome to Al Kasbah. And as you can see, they're just a little bit excited. What you don't know is that there's already been an England-Algeria game today. Have a look at this.
Hello, I'm World Cup Mike. Good morning, good morning.
10 o'clock, Parker's Piece in Cambridge. A bit early for people who work late in a restaurant. But England are on top form and nick an early goal.
Yeah! Ooh, you beauty.
Most people are expecting an easy England win tonight, but don't count on it.
I don't want to worry you, but these guys can play a bit.
Feeding it through to Robert Corran. Corran with the shot. Oh, and he's got it through Chachi.
One thing England share with Algeria is a nasty goalkeeping error from the first round.
Oh, dear, dear, dear.
But the Cambridge Algerians are confident.
I think we're going to have a shock result and Algeria are going to win.
So I think we're going to do well tonight. I hope they're going to win.
Score?
2-1.
Algeria, of course, 2-1.
Algeria won this morning's penalty shootout. And if their sheer zest for life is anything to go by, England might just have their hands full tonight.
Let's have a quick word with Karim, who runs the restaurant. He's got World Cup baby with him, which is fantastic. How can Algeria win tonight?
They're going to win with pure grit and determination tonight. They're going to give it their all, 100%, and they've got nothing to lose.
Really big game for Algeria. You know, really big game for England, but a big game for Algeria as well.
Very big game for Algeria. They haven't had a game this big since, I think, 1982 World Cup against Germany when they beat them. So this is going to be the second big one.
We've got one England fan here, and England have made a few changes. How do you think England can win?
Shame Greenow's not playing, but I think we're the stronger team slightly. They might score. 4-1.
4-1 England. Oh. 4-1 England. I'm going to go 2-0 England. 2-0 England. 2-0. 2-0 England.
Oh,
Missed another penalty, though, you see, he did.
Yeah, trying to make up for his own performance. Phil, not a good day today. Bring us some better weather, please.
I will try hard, but it's going to be a difficult weekend to find some good